Welcome on board! This is how my journey started, a podcast series when we hear young RMIT Vietnam alumni share inspiring stories about their journeys after graduation, with all the ups and downs and valuable life lessons as they transitioned into the professional world. Sit back and enjoy the ride!
Hi everyone, I'm Thảo Phạm, your host for this episode. Today, join me to welcome Hồng Ân Đỗ, an alumni from class of 2019, who has great stories to share about her time navigating the world after graduation. From her time in Singapore exploring new horizons with her MBA program, to coming back to her original field with a newfound passion and resilience to thrive. We hope that Ân's story will inspire you as much as it did for us and empower you on your own journeys beyond RMIT. So hi Ân, thank you for being on our podcast today. How are you?
Hi, and nice to meet everyone. My name is Hồng Ân. I studied Bachelor of Design, Digital Media, and I graduated from RMIT Vietnam in December 2019. Actually, during my time in RMIT, I was fortunate enough to be a part of the communications department in RMIT Vietnam as a graphic designer. After I graduated from RMIT, I began my professional job at Chosen Hotel Group, and after that, I studied MBA program in Singapore, and now is my current job in Singapore as a graphic designer.
So I see that you have been quite active after your graduation as well, but we see that you have switched your path a little bit along the way. Like, starting out as a digital medium and then getting an MBA degree and now coming back to being a graphic designer professional. So what made you decide to have a change of profession like that and then go back?
I think I want to try something different than graphic design, and so I chose MBA because I want to study about business. I want to know how to research how the industry works. And also, I want to experience a new country, so I chose Singapore as my destination. After I graduate from my MBA degree, try to find jobs in Singapore as graphic design or in the business industry. And I think in the end, graphic design is still my destiny. So I found a job in graphic design, and luckily I met boss and he hired me to be a designer in his company.
We see that after RMIT, you have multiple demanding work and learning experiences, like working with different colleagues and also doing pretty demanding MBA degree overseas. So were there any knowledge or skills that you've earned while you're at RMIT that turned out to be helpful and supported you during this journey?
I think one of the most important things I learned from RMIT is critical thinking and problem-solving skill. I remember when I studied at RMIT, I had many excellent and also very high demanding lecturers. They helped me to be more confident in asking people questions, more confidence when I met problems or challenges in my work. I always try to raise my concern whenever I encounter any problems in my job or in my communication with my boss and my client. Another thing is that I feel like after RMIT, I can work independently. Of course, I have questions to ask my boss and my coworkers, but it's not like I'm going to ask them every single thing. I can research about it myself. The last thing is I learned how to be calm because without patience, I will not be able to handle difficult tasks. And also because I am more calm, when I talk to my clients, they really appreciate that. They feel like they can share any feedbacks or anything that they don't like about my design with me. And that is the thing that I think can help me to stand out from other designers.
From what you've shared, resilience seems to be a recurring theme in your story. and especially during challenging times. So how did you build up your resilience and navigate when things did not go your way?
After I graduated from RMIT, I was working as a graphic designer in RMIT. Honestly, I have a lot of peer pressure, not only from my friends, but also on myself at that time. I'm really appreciative that I was able to work for RMIT, but I feel like I didn't really go out of the school and experience companies outside of RMIT, and then I end up in Fusion Hotels Group. And in Fusion, I met a lot of new friends. They gave me a lot of advices on my career as well. And I think those connections really helped me overcome the peer pressure.
I see. So I think it's great that you have such a great support system when you need it, and also have a very good mentor figures to support you along the way. And I understand that sometimes it can be really scary to step out of your comfort zone, and especially when you have peer pressure, right? But the best thing is, like you said, just to move forward. And so with all the experience and wisdom that you have right now, looking back, do you have any message to your younger self from 2019 and graduating from RMIT?
I think the first thing I would like to say to my first graduate self is that don't be afraid and everything will be all right. And another thing is I want to tell myself that it's okay to find hopes. It's okay to reaching out for other people around you and asking for the advice. But I think the most important one is patience is key. I have to be more patient with my career. I have to be more resilient. I shouldn't be afraid of the challenge in front of me.
Speaking of which, do you have any lessons or advice you want to share with RMIT class of 2024 who are about to start the new journey and a new chapter in their lives?
I would say to the student of RMIT class of 2024 is that if you see challenges, don't be afraid to overcome it. Always working on yourself, always be confident, and everything will be all right. Especially don't be afraid to asking for help from people around you, and try your best to overcome the challenge in the future.
Wise word, and thank you so much for sharing your journey with us today. And we wish you all the best, and we trust that with your talents, resilience, and kindness, you will be always great with whatever path that you choose.
Thank you, everyone. I wish you all the best in your upcoming journey, and you will have a wonderful and amazing days ahead of your future.
So as we wrap up this episode, as you can see, on whatever pathways you choose after your time with RMIT, whether it is to start an agency job, getting a new degree, or working remotely for a foreign company, you already have a strong foundation for your future. And all journeys start here. We wish you all the best on your upcoming adventures, and stay tuned to stay connected with the RMIT community. Goodbye.
Thank you so much for joining us. See you again on another episode of How My Journey Started. How My Journey Started is brought to you by RMIT Vietnam University Communications Team, hosted and produced by Hong An Lam and Hao Pham, with visual elements created by Ha Lung.